All right. I am going to eat a Funyun. Great. Great. I dropped it. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to this relaxing orchid show and tell. Today I'm going to introduce you to my newest orchids that I bought. Well, I got them as a birthday gift from my mom. So she ordered me this really cute, like, mystery seedling set, which I thought was so exciting. We ordered the 5-pack, and the owner sent us 2 extras. One of the extras turned black, and like half of the pseudobulbs turned black, rotted away, faded out. So I sent the owner a message, and I said, hey, the whole thing's turning black. And they said, well, it looks like it was exposed to temperatures below like 33 degrees. I'll be honest. I think it was fungal because I'm out of focus. I think it was fungal because none of the other ones had any of that blackening. Is there an autofocus button that's been locked? Oh. Okay. But I don't know, none of the other ones really had that blackening kind of thing, and if the one was exposed, I would think that all of them would have been, but I don't know. I'm new to this. I won't say I'm right and they're wrong, but it just seems strange. So they said that they would send me an extra replacement, so tomorrow when that shows up, I'm going to film like a little unboxing video, very casual, very fun. But for today, I'm going to introduce you to the new ones. So over here on these shelves are my Phalaenopsis. I have I'll be transparent. I don't know if you can see over here. There's a glass in the way to hold my phone up. So I'm gonna avoid that side of the screen, and I'm gonna have pictures today to show what the flowers should look like one day. So I showed you my Phalaenopsis yesterday. Today I'm gonna show you my new seedlings that I got. I will start this way, we'll go that way, and then I have one mounted over there that I will also show you. So I'm also going to read the names. I'm going to get it wrong, but I'm going to say them with my full chest and full confidence, and you're going to pretend that I said it right. Perfect. First up, we have a Cymbidium. I will read the name now. Cymbidium CYM Cutesy number 4 4NX Dolly Featherhill. This one is kind of exciting to me because I have the pictures here. So let's back up. Under each of my new orchids, he sent a little label that has like their name and the picture of what their bloom should look like. This one has the parents. So I don't have any idea what the blooms are actually going to look like. It just has the parents. Let's hope I can keep it alive. So this is a Cymbidium. I've never had a Cymbidium before, but I see a lot of people talking about how Cymbidiums are their favorite. They grow so dutifully and they bloom so beautifully. So hopefully this one does well. They also sent me, let me grab them. The shop also sent me like a little care paper that has lots of instructions on like how to take care of the different kinds. Now here's the deal. I watch Roger's Orchids. He doesn't believe in books. And I believe in Roger. But I've been looking at these a lot to take like watering guides and things like that. Yeah. So they sent me Cymbidium Care, Dendrobium, whatever I got. So the Cymbidium Care, while it is growing, which, oh, my stomach kind of just cried out. It does have what looks like a growth point. You might not be able to see it. I'll put a picture in. But looks like a little grow point on this side. So hopefully it will grow. I did give it a little fertilizer, and it's in dirt mixed with bark. So mostly bark, but with some dirt. And it says to keep it evenly moist while it's growing, and then barely moist when it's not growing. So I wrote it down on a little piece of paper so that I don't forget about it. So yes, that's my Cymbidium, and I think it looks pretty good. There's only one, I think I think on these guys they're called fans, or maybe they're just called, I'm just going to call them pseudobulbs, because I don't know. It only has one, so hopefully it grows. I did already lose one leaf, but I think some of that might be travel, some of that might be, I don't know. If the one turned black and died, I just, in the back of my head, I'm like, they're all going to turn black, they're all going to die. Because I'll be honest, I didn't sterilize my scissors. I just sprayed them with hydrogen peroxide, so we'll hope that it survives. But the pots that I have, if you're wondering, my super adorable pots, they're Taco John's and McDonald's cups. I just cut the bottom and then poked holes in them. But they are so clear. If I compare this to like the pots that I normally have, that is like crystal clear. I won't lie to you, on camera they look the same. Take my word for it. I mean, trust me. This one is like milky, and this is like clear, like crystal clear. Anyway, yes, that's my cymbidium. So we'll move on. Next up, we have a Cattleya Otterdecker Paul Moreno Thong Suck Delight. Whoa, let's take a look. So this one is a Cattleya, and I've already lost one leaf. It was the very first growth, though. It is really dry. I'm gonna water it as soon as I'm done filming. But this one has 2 big leaves. They're 2 separate pseudobulbs. I think that means it's a monofoliate. I think bifoliate means it has 2 leaves, so it's a monofoliate. I didn't see, when I potted it up, I didn't see any new growth spots. So right now I'm kind of treating it relaxed and calm until I see any growth. So like I'm not heavily fertilizing or anything. I also didn't really see that roots were growing much. It's just been kind of calm and collected, taking its time. Yes, this is potted in the AAA New Zealand mix from Repot Me. I use that mix to add in like some just extra moss. Then the bark chips are from the Repot Me Monterey Dark mix. And I wish I had more moss. I think I said that in the other one about those pots. I do wish I had more moss. And I also wish I had done more research, because the research would have told me that seedlings need more water, so I definitely would have put more moss in here. I mean, there's some that I can do. I could thread it on a yarn needle and pull some moss in if I really need that extra oomph. You know, I could do that. Yeah, so that's this orchid, and if I remember correctly, this orchid had some pretty good roots, but I know Cattleya orchids don't like having their roots messed with, so we'll hope. But this one I think is doing really well. I don't really see dehydration signs on it. On another one that I got, I think that I can see some dehydration signs. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to. I love to pick at them. I love to pull on their little, on the sheaths and pull on all of this stuff, and I need to not do that because Miss Orchid Girl told me not to, and I need to listen to Mother. But yeah, I think this orchid looks really great, and it's got some anthocyanin spots. Look at me, I'm pulling on it. But I made it look icky. No, I can't stop. Yep, looks good. Okay. Anyway, if this dies, it's my fault. You all saw it. I couldn't stop. So now it's really ugly, and I pulled the sheath down a little bit, but it was so crispy on the top. I'm gonna put it back, but that's this one. Oh, it has good, like anthocyanin spots. I'm not sure if the lighting situation here is great. I have a big window here that lets in a lot of light, so they're getting some of that kind of around the corner. Not optimal. I have another window right here, so this would be west. No, rises in the east, sets in the, rises in the east. Okay, that's east. This is south. And if the sun rises in the west, that's west, and that's north. But I don't know my directions. I'm not a compass. But I think the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So that's east, and that's south. Never eat shredded wheat. My point was, I don't think the lighting here is great, but in most of my room, I just have closet doors and windows. I think I have 4 windows. So I get a lot of light, but I need like a little table in front of that window. Then I have 3 cats, so I'm worried they'll knock my stuff over. It's just the setup is not great right now, and especially with these littles, I don't want to put them on a shelf where they'll get knocked over. So I don't know. I normally have a mirror propped up here to kind of bounce some of that bright and direct light back towards the wall. So hopefully that works. So far, everybody's fine. And worst case scenario, I'll move the Phalaenopsis over and that Funyun's coming back. Move the Phalaenopsis over and then move the babies that way. Okay, moving on. We have a Miltassia golden spider copious. This one I was so excited about because I really wanted one of the Brassia spider orchids. I'm obsessed. I think they are so cool. And I also have just wanted more orchids with different kind of foliage and appearance when they're just sitting in the pot, because looking at the same like Phalaenopsis over and over just makes me crazy. It makes me feel crazy. So I wanted to get some new stuff. This is really healthy. From what I can tell, this is really healthy. It had great roots when I put it in the pot. The leaves are fine, I think. The bulbs were nice and plumpy. They are wrinkling now that it's here. I don't know if it's stress or what, or if I underwatered maybe. Like I said in my other video and probably already today, it's really dry here. So I'm gonna get pebble trays set up soon. These are made out of Taco John's and McDonald's cups. I might just fill the cup with rocks. You know what I mean? And then just put the plant on the top of the cup. Will it look horrible? Yeah, it will. But they'll be moisturized fully. And then I can, like, I don't know, crochet something cute to go around it. And then it would just look like really tall plants. That might be fun. That might be cute and fun. But anyway, so this is Taco John's cup and a plastic fork. Make do with what you got. Just holding it up so it doesn't wiggle around in the pot. And I mean, girl, she's in there. She's stuck. She's in there. She ain't wiggling. She is not going anywhere. Yeah, my only concern is just the wrinkling. You know, I don't think these are very drought tolerant, or they don't like to dry out at all. The older bulbs look good. They just look a little bit shriveled. So I'm just making sure now that I fully soak the medium, and this one does have plenty of moss, so I feel pretty good about this. This one does have a growth point, which is so exciting for me, and I really hope that it doesn't get stressed and die. I hope that it continues to grow. I'm going to try to show you now, but I will take a picture and put the picture on that side of the screen. But down here, whoo, yeah, it's not going to focus. It's not going to focus. Oh, wow. Okay, that is, oh, okay. So down here, there's like a little, maybe, there is swelling, and yeah, good thing I'm putting a picture up because you can't see anything. But there is swelling, and there's a sheath. Under the sheath is kind of dying off, but under the sheath, I can see that there's a pretty green growth down there, and that makes me excited because I don't know if this is true. I did one Google search, okay? Great. Okay, we're back. I did one Google search and it said that this one is matured when it's like 9 inches tall. Hey, I don't want to get too excited, but she's getting tall. She's getting tall. I'm no 9-inch master, but this looks pretty tall. It might get set back, so the new growth might be a little smaller, but I might get blooms before the 2-year mark. And that would be great. That would be great. So, yes. So there's a growth point. Very exciting. It just needs a pebble tray to get more humidity. I have a humidifier running in my room, and let's check. Let's play the game called Check the Humidifier Levels. Let's check the humidity in the room. 55%. Okay. Okay. We'll check my handy dandy things. Oncidium. Have I been saying Oncidium? I don't know. I don't know. Humidity between 30 and 60. 55 is between 30 and 60. Guys, if I can count, I know I'm right. So, yes, that's that one. I keep it up here. Oops. I don't know which way to... Do you turn the new growth closer, blocking the old growth? Or do you turn it and let the old growth kind of block the new growth and everybody gathers more light? I just don't know. I'm not well versed enough yet. If any orchid pros are watching, let me know. If Roger's Orchids is watching, let me know. I love watching Roger's Orchids. He is so sweet. Anyway, next up, Dendrobium Anuka Flare X Barana Green. Okay? These ones are dendrobiums. Okay? I think they're Phalaenopsis type. These ones make me nervous. I wanted to get into dendrobiums. I did. Okay? I did. But I am full of fear, and I know that it's normal for dendrobiums to get stressed and drop their leaves. And I know that that's just a normal part of their cycle. I know that that happens. It is so scary to see, though. So, I am raising 2 little rocks. There they are. There's my little rocks. Aren't they sweet? 1 and 2, my little rocks, my little baby rocks. It's normal. It's normal. You know, not everything is perfect. What is that? I think it's just moss. But anyway, so from what I gather from both my sheets and messaging with the guy, because I told them, hey, all the leaves fell. I'm just double checking that they're supposed to fall that quickly. They fell quick. I think within 3 days, they shriveled and dropped. The cane feels good. The cane does not feel mushy. It's not a horrible color. So I think this is normal. Girl, it's scary. It's scary, though. It is. So, I don't know. We'll try it. And I'm also supposed to, like, kind of neglect them. I gave them 1 good soak. Now I'm going to leave them be for, like, 2 weeks. Because I think they have to go through a dry period where they need to know that it's, like, more dry, whatever. And then later I'm supposed to keep them, like, barely moist and give them more water. Kind of a weird transition from needing to leave, like, my Phalaenopsis completely dry. But, yes, that's this one. My little rocks, my little pebbles, my dendrobi pebbles. Next up, my sticks. You thought I was only raising pebbles? I'm raising sticks. This stick is a Dendrobium Karen X Compactum. Again, it's normal. Dendrobium leaves are supposed to fall. Yeah, I know. I do see what looks to me like a completely shriveled eye. There's always the other eye, but I don't think it looks good. I'm definitely not going to be able to get, like, a good shot of this, so I'll take a picture. Maybe that's a shriveled eye. Maybe it's just, no. Maybe it's shriveled, maybe it's not. It does look like a sheath is, like, dried right there. So, I don't know, but, I gave it 1 watering. Now I have to neglect it. It is just... Guys, I hope this grows, but the eyes definitely look sad and dry. That's okay. I need to really... It's okay. My floor is creaking. But that's this one. It had 3 leaves, which I think when a dendrobium shoots off, like, 1 final leaf, That's a terminal leaf. I think it had a terminal leaf, so maybe it will now take a nap and come back and release a new suitable. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So, yeah, but it just looks kind of sad. I don't think this is the rot because the cane still feels really stiff and this leaf back here is still alive. And this is what's confusing though. This one back here was yellow before the front ones were yellow. So I don't know if it's stress or if it's infection. But it's not mushy. The top is kind of soft. But that also kind of just looks like where all the leaves fell off of. I don't know. I'll give it time. I'll water the sticks. I'll do what I must to keep it alive. Okay, so that's those 5. Then the one that I told you died, we have one more. The last one is Cattleya RLC Yen Corona Green Genies. And this one I mounted. Oh yeah. I think it is so cute on its little mount. I had my friend help me like drill the holes and find a cute piece of wood. The problem with this mount situation is it dries out really, really, really quickly. The air in here is so dry. I say it over and over and over, but the air is so, look at me. I'm picking at stuff again. But I can't stop. I can't stop. Okay. Okay. I need to stop because I definitely. Okay. Anyway. Sorry, I'm crazy. I just can't stop. But it just dries out really, really quickly. I soaked this bark, and that didn't really make a difference. It kind of just dried out in 3 hours again. So every time I walk by, I have a spray bottle because I sprayed it an hour ago, 2 hours ago, and it's already like half dry again. So, and I'm trying not to stress myself out about like overwatering it because seedlings are supposed to get a little bit more water because they don't have as much, drought tolerance. But I think I am going to add some more moss, and I also might drop it down in a cup and have water kind of like to here, and then that kind of would act as a pebble tray as well as get some more moisture up to the roots so that I don't have to be spraying it as often. So that's my goal with this. This one I have hung in the south-facing window, but I have it at an angle where the direct sun never hits it, so it stays in very bright indirect light, and I think it's doing well. It is wrinkling a little bit. I'm not shocked about that because it's just on a really dry plank of wood in a dry environment with 55% humidity now, though, and that is something to note. Is that everything? Is that everything? I think that's everything. Tomorrow, I'm going to get a new one from the same shop to replace that one that rotted. And so I'm gonna film that. I think that'll be a fun, like, unboxing video. So I will film that, and I'm not sure if he's gonna send me the same kind. I don't know if they track it or if he'll just send me another random one. I was really hoping to get a Tolumnia because I know that those ones are little, and on the site it says like the Tolumnias are within blooming age, so I was kind of hoping for a Tolumnia, but I'm excited about these guys. I'm just more nervous about these guys just because I don't know, I'm just nervous. But I think, apart from being nervous about the leaves falling, I do think the seedlings for the price are not in bad condition at all, except for that one that rotted away. But like, this one looks really great. I think the only problems I'm having now are just due to my environment. So yeah, tomorrow I will unbox another orchid. And deep down, I'm hoping that he gives me another surprise one because he gave me 2. And I'm very grateful for that. Very grateful for that. But I hope he sends me 20 more. just like a little surprise, you know, like, oh, sorry one rotted, here's 20. You know, I think that would be so sweet, and I would blow him a kiss. I would. Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, yeah. Outros are still really awkward. I will give you one more update on my Cattleya that I showed you last time. I'm gonna attach a picture of what its growth spot is looking like. I think it looks promising. My fingers are so crossed, but every day that I look at it, I still feel hope, and I still feel excitement, and I don't feel dread. You know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll figure out an outro at some point.